Hey Curvy Moms, thank you so much for tuning in. Your viewership is really appreciated. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe and let me know what you'd love to see on the vlog. Enjoy!
I could blame it on your lips, your touch, your kiss, real traditional.
And the gag is, I know I'm not ugly. I know I'm not ugly. 1.2.
Oh, 1.1.
You land.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get new canvases for my walls. How nice is my colleague? She's so sweet. I can't wait to read this. There I go again, still being consistent. You can't get results if you're not going to be a consistent queen, and that's exactly what I'm aiming to be. The cuticle restoring cream is working. I'm very happy with the results. When I first got it, oh my goodness, my hands, my fingers, like the skin on my fingers was so bad because I had been chipping away, cutting away at the dead skin, so it was just like looking really terrible. But since I started applying this, there's been a lot of healing going on in my cuticles, and I'm very happy with the results. Looking good and taking care of ourselves is part of the process. It's actually a non-negotiable. So that's what I'm just trying to do, making sure that everything is well taken care of. I'm well put together. I look good at all times. I make sure that I'm good on the inside as well as on the outside. That's why I'm drinking my smoothies, eating healthy, taking care of my outer appearance, but also focusing on my mental health, because that's also important. So the health of my body as well as the health of my mind are just key at this stage, and these are just the things that I'm not prepared to compromise on, and I'm just prepared to make sure that I do not allow anything, even feelings of unworthiness, feelings of insecurity. I'm not gonna allow that to take me off this path that I'm on, because I know that these results are something that I'm going to be very happy with. And this is a lifestyle change. It's not just something that I'm doing as like a challenge for a couple of months. No, this is a lifestyle change. These are changes that I am going to adopt and I'm going to live by, and I'm going to continue to reinvent myself like until I leave this earth. And this challenge is something that I want to put my son on. The villain challenge is something he could definitely benefit from doing. OOTD time. So I decided to let people on my WhatsApp vote on which jacket looked better with this look. Personally, I have a favorite and you're gonna see it at the end of this video. But what do you think? Which one do you think suited me the most? Both look good, but only one can be the winner. Well, here's my favorite. This one was my favorite, so this is the one I chose. Hi, Johnny. Oh, I should have worn what I felt like I was being told to wear, and not what I'm wearing right now. I don't feel like it translates well. I feel ugly. I feel ugly. Anything that I was doing, I understand that I'm suffering from body dysmorphia because I had gotten into the habit of taking videos with my TikTok camera, which has a beauty filter. So obviously when you see yourself in that light, you start to feel like you're prettier when you have that beauty filter on than what you really are in real life. So I just decided that, you know what, I'm putting myself in precarious situation, so I should change. And that's why now I'm using just my phone camera, and I didn't even take a matching bag. Nje, namhlanje nje. But my boots are brown even though they look black. Yeah, guess this is my look. Let me just pull this down. But body dysmorphia is real, and the less filters you use, the better. Just deal with how you are in real life. I like this look. I love it when you take me out on a picnic on the clouds, baby. I like this much better. Much better. Let me see, because I'm not gonna wear sunglasses in the building. Yeah, I feel like this looks so much better than with the blazer, but the blazer is warmer. But you know what, it's gonna make me feel good to look good. So one thing about being a content creator, especially in the fashion and beauty space, is that you will struggle and you will suffer with body dysmorphia. Mina, I had gotten into the habit of taking videos with my TikTok camera because I felt like it made me look more prettier. It, you know, when you have the beauty filter on, you just look different, and your skin texture is different, your eyes are different, like a lot. It's this glue. One thing about lashes and this glue is izokwenza lezi zinto lezi ezimhlophe, so you always need to keep checking. Anyway, you will struggle and suffer with body dysmorphia because you don't look like that in real life. You don't walk around with a beauty filter. So you walk around with your real face, your normal skin texture and everything. So you just look like, oh my gosh, who is this? I'm that other person that I take videos with, I'm that other person that I see on my videos. And you know, that's just a beauty filter. When you're this person that you're looking at right now in the normal camera with no adjusted settings or filters or anything like that. Even now, I've got makeup on, I've got lashes. I'm done up, I've got lipstick on, but I still don't feel pretty because now I look at myself like I should be looking like what I look like with the beauty filter on, and that's the issue with body dysmorphia. So I'm just trying to deprogram myself step by step, little by little. And the gag is, I know I'm not ugly. I know I'm not ugly. Bese kubanda kuyabanda, guys. Bese kubanda lapha ngaphandle, so I wanted to come in the car for some warmth. I know, Kutige, I'm not ugly, but still, when you have these filters on that are designed to make your nose look smaller, your eyes look more cat eye, and yonke nje lento lena, we start to think and believe that that's how we should be looking like in real life when it isn't. Sibahle the way esingakhona, but because they need us to be insecure in order for us to buy things and try and make ourselves to look like what we think we should be looking like, while they're capitalizing. Even people nje, in normal relationships, we think our life should look like what we see on social media, whereas those people are paid to create content like that. It's just nje, all feeding into capitalism, and some of us are even feeling like we're not living lives worth living because we're not like, our lives don't look like a capitalist's wet dream. Cabanga nje, awucabange nje. And we feel like impilo zethu ayiphelele because we can't feed into the monster of consumerism. Bheda ngaleyo ndlela ke emhlabeni. But with the perfect lighting, we all get to look like baddies. I feel like with this angle, I look much different than I do. Like landscape and portrait, they look so much different. I'm gonna take a video with my face on portrait because manje ku landscape my face looks wide. But look at me in portrait. All of a sudden, the texture of my skin is different. The lighting is different. Even my hair isn't black. Inwele zami zibomvu. Yabona, just to show ukuthi the camera can only capture what it can with what's available. But sometimes it's not an accurate reflection of reality. So yabona ezikizithi, yabona nje lento yama insecurities, mina nje I am done with that. I am done. Hayi ngiyabonga bhoza yami. Ngizokwenza nje lokho engidinga ukuthi ngikwenze in order to be healthy, in order to feel yes, when I'm out here, I'm always seeing signs. I'm always seeing signs of the divine. When I'm outside, I'm always seeing signs of divine presence. But because I am in the process of decentering God, because manje, yabona, I feel like ezinye izinto ebezingikhozela depression is too believing too much in God, that you think, oh, uNkulunkulu will show up, uNkulunkulu will do this, uNkulunkulu will change the situation. Whereas kahle kahle fanele ngabe leyo faith enginikeza uNkulunkulu ngiyinika mina, because at the end of the day umuntu ofanele asukuma ashintshe izinto yimi. uNkulunkulu is not going to show up azongishintshela impilo yami, azonginika izinto engiyifunayo. And bese ngine depression because I felt like mangizonje even nabantu bekhuluma about God, I would get so triggered because I felt like mina ngiyibone leyo presence yaloyo uNkulunkulu in my life. And then ngiyabona ukuthi no, I can't ukuthi ke izinto mazi good, take the glory, give it to God. And then when things are bad, I look at myself and I have to always do introspection and analyze ukuthi ke where am I going wrong, what's my level of thinking, what's the quality of my thoughts, and all of that. The blame always comes to me, but the glory always goes to God. Ngabona ukuthi no, there's an imbalance here. The glory should come to me, the one who's doing the shadow work, the one who's doing the inner work, the one who's taking on challenges and fighting for a better life. And that's when I came to the conclusion that I need to decenter God, so that even my benefits of whatever that I get out of my efforts come to me, so I can know the power to change my life is in my hands and not in God's hands. Because when I need God to show up for me and things are so tough and I see no change, it sends me into such a deep depression. Gandhi, if I always am aware that everything is in my hands and everything is in my control, then I take back my power. So I'm taking back my power from God.
Hey, now, and I'm sitting in this room, and so I'm pushing, and I'm here. And guess what? I'm pushing my hip jack, and I'm hitting. Okay, come on. More, right here. Go for it. Entry. Now, let's go tempo right here. Push it. It's gonna keep turning. Go ahead. Push. Now, get them down. I was just like that before. And guess what? You gotta have a good time. I don't want you to do it about this next to you. Okay? You go ahead. Four. And you know what? Just let's watch it out, y'all. I'm feeling good. Oh, yeah. All right. Now, I want you to do it. I want you to take that right out my chin. So when I need to snap, and come down low. Tighten up the core. Arms up. Punch your arms down to the right side. Up and sit. Now, let's do this. I'm going inside and tighten back the next toe. Just shift it over. Very well, okay? Get it lower into that. Right. Got it? Just down. And here we go. We're going to start. Bring our elbows short. Down and up. And push. And up. Keep on moving. And sit to the spot. A little more. So we can work those runs. Come on. And push. Do you feel it? And go. Come on. One more. Good. Watch out right here. All right. So then take a little bit back down into that. We're going to do something that a little lower to the floor. So make sure you push your core. Our time. Here we go. Go back to that position. Come a little lower. Bring your arms up here. Now. That's your go to the floor. Ready? Good. Come center. And touch. And you can rock it. And see. Go, big. How we doing, y'all? Come on. And work it. And push. All right. Get your rear nice and far back. And guess what? Let's go. Tempo right here. Tempo work. Yeah, I'm kicking at you. I can still see the work. Come on. And good. And go. Come on. Let's shake your feet more. Yeah, go forward. And you know what? That's why this shit right here. Oh, if I had this shit, good enough. Good. Now, the one thing like that, you got one thing to remember. The other ankle, hip, over knee. I'll tell you more about it in a second. What I need you to do, you can step back right here. Look. Just move back. And work it out. Now, see, side to side for work that over here. And here. Now, let me bring the arms like this. Just move. That's it. Yeah, that was your last night. Let's go down. Look. Push, drop, and drop. Now, if I'm talking about the other ankle, lift over knee. Look, that's putting out. It's not showing you. Look. The other ankle. Boom. Lift over knee. Drop it. Push. Ready? Come on. 4. Let's go. Push. Oh. Got it. Work. Again. Come on. Push it more. Push it down. Work. Now, expand it just a little bit longer. Can we do it? Come on. Push out that jaw. Let's go. Now go back. Let's go. Good. Go. Go. That's 4. 4. 3. 2. Watch it out.
I'm at one of the most expensive places in South Africa, the petrol station. Zofagu petroli, and then I'm off to buy some stuff. I'm obviously gonna take you guys with, so you guys are gonna see where I go and what I'm going to buy.
Yeah, we'll pick up.
You do it better than they.
Ngizayibona ngani-ke le sketchbook. Has Majuba Mall with not having enough staff in other sections of their store. Yo guys, don't mind my lash. It fell out at work. I was so annoyed. Sorry. Nama workers alana. I'm trying to call them for help and they run off. Kodwa mabesafuna umsebenzi, they act as if they're prepared to work. Mase sekufanele kusetshenzwe, hayi sekuyabaleka. So fucking annoying. Ku-right kodwa guys, ngiphume crazy store. 60 rand. 60 rand for a sketchbook. 60 rand for a sketchbook. Uthi umntwana abhala amakoporo shakhe la. 60 rand wonke gone. I didn't find it at Checkers because of those stupid idiots who ran away. So I was forced to go to the crazy store and ngazavune kanti-ke online at Checkers it says it's 18 rand 99 and the back and forth. I'm wearing heels and my feet are killing me. So now I am done and I am on my way home. Thank you very much. Hey ladies, I'm back. As you guys saw me, I was at the shops for a top-up. I feel like this top-up is part of the one that I'm gonna post before this. Though because on Sunday, was it Sunday? When did I think on Sunday I went out to just get some things, and then this is just in addition to what I got. So it's part of the 2-week top-up. So I showed you the shops that I normally go to because I am on a tight budget. Remember, I am a single mom. So all of the bills and everything that requires finances, that's all on me. So I have to make sure that I stick to a tight budget and yonke into ngiyenza kahle. So as you guys saw, when I was at Majuba Mall from the crazy store, so that's 60 rand gone to the sketchbook. And now let's start with, because I started at ShopRite, let's start with the ShopRite package. So I plan all of this. I don't buy, well, I do buy certain things by chance, but not everything. So at Shabaybo Majela. I'm glad I got the big packet so that I can use it in the bin. Alright, I'm gonna start firstly with the Essentials combo by ShopRite. I love this Essentials combo because you get all of these things for 100 rand. They have 3 Essentials combos. They have for detergents, they have for lunchbox, and they have for just the essentials, which is maize meal, rice, and other things that I forgot. But this is the Essentials combo, so you get the bread. This is the slip. You get 18 eggs. You get this margarine, and you get French bologna, which is perfect for now because my son is on school holidays. So this is perfect for him to eat. He doesn't need what's this margarine? I forgot what it's called, but he doesn't need anything expensive. He's only 11 years old. This will do. And this bologna, I'm sure he's gonna be snacking on this. He's gonna enjoy it very much, so I'm happy with that. Oh, flip. Okay, whatever. Again, I got this 1 kg sugar, even though I haven't gotten my xylitol, but hey, as sometimes I forget to buy certain things, and then I only remember or realize when the money is finished. So, but anyway, because I'm sticking to a very tight budget, some things are just obviously my favorite and my son's favorite. This is his favorite snack, nachos. And also they're also good for my smoothies, to sweeten my smoothies, and these are delicious, very sweet. This Harvest Time potato chips, 900 grams. I thought it was 750. 900 grams for 35 rand. It was 34.99. That's a steal. So this is, I don't think he's gonna fry. I'm gonna have to just fry them for him and then leave them for him to make a sandwich during the day. Jam. Oh, he's been on my case about jam. This is one of his favorite things. He finished his jam, and then he doesn't want to eat peanut butter on its own. So now he can make peanut butter and jam sandwich. So he's gonna be very happy to see this. And then these smoked mini Viennas, 10 rand each. Abang, such a steal. And then we've got the hamburger rolls. Not hamburger rolls, hot dog rolls. So he's gonna make this. And then I bought this Sea Harvest baby hake. I prefer this. Ooh, it's melting. I prefer this over. Wait. I prefer this over the fish bakes, because fish bakes are not really fish. It's just like residue of fish or bits and pieces of fish with a lot of potato. So you're just buying an expensive potato with just pieces of fish. So I prefer getting ufishwa ngempela. So it's 800 grams. This lasts us a long time because it's just the two of us. So I love this, and we enjoy fish in this house. Let me just put it in the freezer. Let's continue. And then I got these smoked Russians, these Champion smoked Russians. These were 49.99. So that's everything from ShopRite, and the total was 366.92 for zonke lezi zinto lezi. That's gonna last us probably longer than 2 weeks. So on top of the stuff that I bought before the long weekend of June 16th, we still have that stuff. So when you keep topping up, it doesn't feel like you're running out of much of anything. And I'm still gonna go to Mojo's, but I'm gonna go on Friday. So this top up is drips and drabs. So, but it's still part of the same budget. So it's not like I'm taking money from somewhere else. It's part of the same budget, and then I'm just going on different days. So this was 366.92. When I went to ShopRite on Sunday, those things that I bought, I didn't do a haul for those things. I don't remember doing a haul, but then you do see on my store run what I got. All of that was 129 rand and some cents. So let's just round it off and say it was 130. So 130 plus 166 and 92 cents. And then we went to Devland. So as you guys know, as you ladies know, I am not a fan of soda and I don't care to have it, but my son does. So I bought him these tweezers. He doesn't need to drink a Coca-Cola brand. This is just fine for him. So I know he's gonna enjoy seeing this. So 9 rand 99. So this is 20 rand. And then this is what I enjoy, the thirsty sparkling water. I got the nachi flavor and the berry flavor. This is 11 rand 99, so it's 12 rand, so 24 rand. The slip for these things is actually in my handbag. And then I bought these biscuits. They're written Murray biscuits, but they're not by Baker's. Hen roll. We're going to put this in the yogurt that I bought on Sunday. So delicious. Yogurt and biscuits. So it's just a whole lot of biscuits you're going to see. I don't know what this shibobo is. Monster cream. Whatever. But these are his biscuits that he's going to enjoy while he's at home. Even if he has his friends over, they will eat this. It's the same quality of things that they get when they buy when they go and buy at the tuck shop, so it's fine. For myself, I got this Alifa Star Aniseed. I boil this and I drink it. I boil it and I use the water in my smoothies. I also burn it to clean the energy and clear the air and just to clear stagnancy in my space and in my environment. So that is important. And then I got some moringa powder. This is 50 grams. It's 13 rand 99. I always have to have this because I drink it in the mornings and I was all out. That's why I was only drinking green tea. Well, good thing I still have the green tea, so I could have green tea and lemon, but then I always prefer this because it also helps lower cortisol levels. So I'm very happy that I have 50 grams of this. And last but not least, burger beef necks. When he and his friends are over playing, this is what they're gonna have. So they can have 5 if they want at a time, 10 if they want at a time. No one's gonna be counting because no one cares. I'm not gonna keep track of this. They're gonna enjoy this as much as they want and be happy and merry. I'm just gonna go get the slip for the stuff at the and it wasn't 150, it was 134 rands and 90 cents. So round all of that up and you get your total, and that's how much the top up was. I don't understand these people who will spend like 4,000 rands on a top up. I'm like, what are you buying? What are you buying? Okay, I can understand that you're buying like the more well-known brands and stuff like that. Okay, I get that. You're not buying like Shiwo biscuits, I get it. And you're not buying tweezer soda. All right, fine, granted. But then I was wondering to myself this morning when I was just looking at how good my skin is looking and how clear it's becoming and how smoothly my makeup applies. And I was just happy. I'm thinking, the smoothies are working and I'm really going to continue making the smoothies because they're working. I love how my skin is, and I'm also just attending to my gut health. So tick happy with all of that. So now, because I love vlogs, I love watching vlogs and I enjoy watching vlogs from the American girlies, South African girlies, not really into the UK girlies, just American and South African. Sometimes the Asian girlies, the Filipinos, oh, their vlogs, their content. Anyway, I digress. Um, and then I was thinking, these people eat so well and they do so much. They do Pilates, skincare routine with 100 products. They eat out. They are careful about what they eat. They don't skimp on their groceries. They spend a gang amount of money purchasing groceries. And yet they have skin problems. They have gut health issues. They have mental health issues. And then it's like, okay, you go through so much effort, you spend so much money, and you still have the same issues as everyone else. Gandhi, what are the actual benefits of all of this consumerism? And if these well-known brand names, well, not brand names, but well-known brands of food like Baker's and Coca-Cola and this and that, um, if they're so healthy, why doesn't it show on your skin? Why doesn't it show on your skin? And if those skincare products are so good and you're spending a small fortune in them, why doesn't it show on your skin? And then I was just like, oh, you can't say stuff like that because then it's going to be like you're just jealous. You're jealous because you can't get those things or you won't get those things or they're going to cost you a fortune. But I was like, if I had to spend the type of money that most of these girlies spend, I would like to see it on my skin, my body, my mental health, my gut health, my health, my overall health. I'd like to see the effects of all of my spending. But it seems like they're just spending just to maybe give us content. I don't know. Maybe I'm just jealous. I found this. I don't know if it's called, I just call it a cupboard. I don't know what the right word for it or right name for it is. Hey, I really want to buy a new one. But then I always think, and then what am I going to do with it when I move to like a nice place with nice cabinets? It's a cabinet. Where a nice place with nice cabinets, like what am I going to do with it then? Am I just going to leave it here after spending money on it? But now, since I'm a online girly, a YouTube girly, and this is what people are seeing, and it makes me feel so embarrassed. But then I'm just like, is this something that I should be spending my money on? I already don't have enough of it. Should I take out the little that I have and buy proper cabinets so that when I'm doing my YouTube content, I can do it with nice cabinets behind me in my shot? Sometimes I just feel like this is why spiritual work is so important, because sometimes these opinions that we allow to like influence our decisions and get into our lives and control our thought processes, is that these are things that maybe a deeper spiritual connection could help us navigate. Because now I just feel like, you know what, I am just out of a really toxic situation. Number one, I don't have the finances to spend on this. Number two, I feel like I should be investing on things that are going to like make me feel good and get me out of the house and stuff like that. And number three, should I buy something that I don't need, number one, because this works just fine. It keeps all of my stuff and all of my things just fine. and then just buy it so that I can appear to be well put together, to be living in a nice, well put together apartment or whatever this or cottage, so that people can view me a certain way. So now, should I spend that money so that I can be viewed a certain way? Because that's just a confidence issue and spiritual. It's being shallow spiritually because there are more important things, but I feel like it does bother me when I'm editing my content. And yeah, here is my grocery cupboard or cabinet or pantry, and that's what we have. That's what we're left with. I don't know if I'm moving too fast. So the eggs, we needed a top up on that. And then we just have spices and a few veggies. So that's what I'm going to go get at Devland. And then we have other stuff in the fridge, but I don't want to open my fridge for you guys. It's full and really untidy. So yeah. So that's everything. My toilet paper. Now that I've packed everything in there, this should last us for like the next 2 weeks. I've opened up my untidy fridge. It's a bar fridge until I can afford to buy a proper fridge. This is what I'm using. There are my smoothies for Thursday and Friday. And then the soda, amasi, and then the peaches from home. You know, I try so hard to not allow vanity and superficiality, or is it superficiality? Yeah, superficiality to get to me. And I try to look at the bigger scheme of things and to look at the bigger picture and to just take things step by step. But like sometimes when I just look around and I look at my space, also I think what also bothers me about the space is where I come from. Obviously, at our previous home, things were proper, everything was nice, but a lot of money went into that. A lot of money. Renovations, we have granite countertops, nice cupboards, built-in cupboards. Everything was just well thought out, planned, and invested in. Nice furniture. The house is big. It's a 4-bedroom, double lounge, dining room, big kitchen. But I just think, what's more important? Being in that environment that looks so nice and so good with proper lighting, which I'm still going to invest in, by the way, or being here in a place that doesn't look so social media friendly or social media ready or social media acceptable, but healing my nervous system, healing my mental health, healing my body, releasing the stress and the trauma and the tension, being able to just rest my mind and my heart, being able to just on the drive home not be stressed and worried about the situation I'm going to be walking into, living with a volatile person who's just, you never know what you're going to get. Their moods are like this. It always depends on what they want out of you, and not and never being able to feel like you can put your armor down. At work you have your armor on, you are trying to protect your job, people are trying to make you look incompetent. You know how it is at work, toxic work environments, you guys know how it is. And then having to go home and not being able to take that armor off, because now you're in this place where you're supposed to be taking off your armor and showing your vulnerable side and smoothing your body, and not smoothing your body, what did I mean to say, like easing into your home life, resting your body, resting your mind, resting your heart. But you're not allowed to do that because now you're entering into another battle, an unnecessary battle, but a battle nonetheless. So now I constantly find myself here, just like, ugh, not knowing like what to think or feel, or just sometimes I just feel like I don't appreciate the space that I'm in because it's not aesthetically pleasing. But that environment that was aesthetically pleasing was extremely toxic. Oh my gosh. I can't even begin to tell you how toxic it was. I was breaking out. I was just having a lot of problems and a lot of issues, and I couldn't sleep. And now that I'm here, I'm healing all of those things, but I still feel a sense of ingratitude because it doesn't look the way that I want people to see it looking. Yabona nje, and I hate that I'm battling that within myself because I feel like I should be focusing on the greater scheme of things. But I'm working on it. And my colleague, she's so kind. She gave me a book by Robin Sharma, which I feel like is really going to help me because, those books, they come with a lot of life lessons. So I'm just going to be reading it and I'm just going to take it all in. All of the lessons, I'm just going to take everything in. I'm just really excited to just dig into that book. That's it from me, ladies. Prepping the fish for the next 2 days, Thursday and Friday. And some pasta. You'll try to come back when you faint. I always want the truth, but it's 2025 has been good and bad to me. I mean, it hasn't been the best year, but the changes that I've been praying for, they seem to like kick off and get a head start. But I'm just like, I'm struggling a lot. Like 2025 is just, it's kicking my ass, but it's also healing like a lot of aspects of my life, of my emotions, of my emotional health, my mental health. But it's just like, it's not easy. It's so challenging for me. I'm just facing so many challenges at once. I feel like I don't get a break. It's just one thing after the next. But I'm just trying to make sure that I keep up with everything. I keep up with life. I keep up with the times. I keep up with my expectations. I keep up with my expectations, the expectations they have of me at work. I'm just trying to just be alive and just to show up and just to be present, but it's not the easiest thing.
Eruption
Nothing is more
the ANC, which is still ongoing, and which encompasses
Abelung.
the head.
Nothing is more annoying than listening to the radio, especially when the callers are white and it's about politics. Like the way they are so unapologetic about what's the history of this country and about how they continue to be the owners of the world when the indigenous people of this country are still living in poverty, and they have the nerve to blame everyone else except for the systems that create this poverty. And then they act like all of us are so brain dead that we don't understand what's going on. Like nje, hayi simane siyaphila nalabantu guys, hayi 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 hayi. TGIF. It's a Friday, people. finally changed my bag, matched it with these Loewe round eye or cat eye glasses, and this is my fit. My polo neck. I can't believe this is the only polo neck I have left after I gave away all of my stuff. And then I've been buying jeans, so I went from not having jeans to having this one. 3 jeans, 3 denims or 3 jeans. So this is one of them, the dark denim. Matched it with this small navy belt that I bought from Mr. Price a few years ago. Like I'm literally here in the first hole, but we're exercising, we're working out, so soon. So visfagala. Watch this space. Match it with my big efforts and this good service. So Silana. Right. I'm about to shoot something for this. Okay, done with my content. It's a Friday. Yes, I feel like I look different because now obviously I'm using the normal camera. No filters, no editing, nothing. Okay, makeup, okay. But I've always worn makeup, even nagla manyama video, but I feel like because I'm no longer living in an environment of like hectic stress. Well, I'm still stressed at work, don't get me wrong. But when I go home, I get to unwind, relax, rest my brain. So I feel like it's actually showing on my face. I do. I really do. I feel like it's showing on my face. You know, the into yangenza ukuthi ngiqale ngishute with the TikTok camera. I don't know what was into yangenza ukuthi ngiqale ngishute with the TikTok camera. It's because I was feeling insecure about my face and just the texture of my skin. Oh, makeup, as soon as your eye gets watery. But even now, manje, when I'm doing a close-up, like, it doesn't make me feel like, oh my God, what the fuck? It doesn't. Even though I have this, as if I could show you, in the mornings, I typically don't have much time to shoot content and then just show you just how much makeup I apply on my face. I find that I'm applying less and less makeup. Less and less, because I don't use foundation. I use concealer. So I'm applying less and less concealer. Like, these are the problem areas, and my under eyes, because obviously, like, when you have a normal face, ubuso bakho it won't be the same color or same tone all over your face, unless if you're a baby. But the older you grow, ubuso bakho, you will have a different tone here, a different tone around your mouth. That's just how a normal face is. So just to even out my skin tone, then I just put concealer. But la angna concealer la. Sometimes I put like concealer and then I use the residue of concealer le la on the rest of my face. The residue that's on the brush. So the product that is left on the brush, I use it on the rest of my face. But still, book. And even before I was making smoothies and all of that stuff, that's how my blender broke to begin with. But let me tell you, a peace of mind, it's unmatched. Yazi ungaya wenze wonke the drips, do the whole drip thing, of the vitamins, use expensive skincare, but my peace of mind, it will show on your face. mayingekho i-peace within, it will show on your face. Yabona manje I'm dealing with a trauma that is still showing on my body, because ngiyazi mina this is not my, it's not my normal size. Mina usize wami normal, that usize that I've always been between a 34 and a 36. So njengoba ngu 38 bordering on 40, I know that's not my normal size. So I know ukuthi I still need to do a lot of releasing of hurt, of trauma, of anger, of sadness, of regret, of shame, shame especially. Like I want to do a sit down and just address this whole thing of just feeling shame within yourself and within your body, with regards to things that have happened in your life, the decisions you've made, how they impacted your life, how my decisions of other people affected you, and how they continue to affect you. So we'll do that. I don't know when, but like I know the more that I deal with the internal, the more it's gonna show on my body, because umzimba wami is a reflection of how I feel inside. So even though I know that I'm a confident woman, but kunezinye izinto that even confidence doesn't fix, and even confidence doesn't make up for. You have to release the hurt. You can be confident and be someone who's hurt, be someone who's sad, be someone who's angry at izinto ezenzeka. Confidence, it doesn't do away with any of that. So that's still just inner work that needs to be done, and I am all up for it, and I will be doing it. Let me go. It's time yam say pelile. Laters. Nalawa ngizofuna amaplanga akhona, but bengilethe lawa as oh lawo okay, oku-advisayo nje ngizothatha as long as ungangibulali ephaketheni, because ile enkulu le bengiyi-worried ngayo. 38. Wanna compromise, some say a boyfriend to realize, positivity no dies. Hey guys, I am back. It's a Friday. You've seen clips of me here and there. I went to Builders to buy frames for those canvases that I had printed. I'm gonna get new canvases for my walls. So I'm trying to cover these walls as much as I possibly can, but I know that this is an investment. I know. So anyway, after I went to Builders to buy the Bendrix, whatever, for the frames and just all the equipment, or not equipment, the material that they're gonna need to make the frames for me and just have everything put together. I went past Mojo's like I said I would in the previous clip, and I just got a couple of things. I didn't get much. I'm gonna start with this because I've already eaten it. So these are the Crazy Nut snacks, chocolate peanuts. These are so good. These are my favorite. A weakness of mine, a proper weakness. Almonds. I got some ginger because I was all out of ginger. So for my smoothies, I got some garlic, You guys are not gonna believe the price of all of these things. I got this mixed seeds from Crazy Nuts. So it's got chia seeds, it's got sunflower seeds, flax seeds, which I've been wanting, and sesame seeds. I'm so glad I got this. So this is going to be going into my yogurt. They didn't have yogurts on special. That's so unlike Mojo's. But then now my yogurt, so it's fine. I got some apples. These are nice. These are really, really nice. Very crunchy and sweet. I love them. Cucumber for my smoothies. No banana because in the mornings, the yogurt and the seeds, even though chia seeds do play their part in making me full, sometimes I'm feeling lamb. Some days are different than other days. So what I do is I make a banana and peanut butter smoothie. So I just add a banana, sometimes 2 bananas, spoon of peanut butter and some water. And then I blend, and then that's like the smoothie that I'll have with this in the morning, because peanut butter is really good for filling you up. So it really does help to just combat the hunger pangs. So that's why I made sure that I got, so these are not really ripe yet, and then these are ripe. I know my son is going to dig in because he loves himself some bananas, and then these will be waiting for me come the week ahead. So oh, I thought I was done. 2 pineapples. I saw Rofiwa that on her vlogs she usually does pineapples with cucumber, and then she juices that. I forgot spinach. And the bengayimiselanga this weekend. I'll see what I don't know, but yeah, that's it for. And manje, this is like everything for the top up. There's no more money to be buying other things. This is it for the top up until first I paid cash with my change from Builders, and then I swiped for this. So that's how much I paid for all of these things. Oh, kusasa ngifuna ukulungisa lama gathers. Ile khethini aliselibi njena. But I need to buka nje ihlazi ngaka. But leli engizenzele lona mina li right. Fanele ngilungise ama gathers of the lace and sort that out.